Excuse me? Already. Cheaper. Yeah, my bags. Oh my goodness. So today we are going to show the brushes that we're going to be giving away in our brush giveaway, which is not today, but when I do announce that giveaway, I will refer back to this video because what we're going to do is we're going to do our base face. Hey, Michelle, with the brushes so that you can see some ways and how they can be used. Hey, Grace. Grace, I just scheduled another live. And this one is the friend mail try on. Hey, Sarah. And I'm looking at my calendar like, and I know before I said it feels like I'm doing a lot of lives lately, and I really am. And I think, Grace, that it's stuck in my head that I needed to do 28 within those 3 months for the YCP thing. I really do think that's what's in my mind. Because this is insane. I'm doing like 2, 3 a week. City Beauty, yo, this has been this way since 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon, and it has not come down. Not at all. So there's a little bit, just a tiny bit on here. Is that enough? Ooh, that was. I was going to put a lipstick applicator in there. So yo, I bounced back quick because I slept most of Sunday away. I did still have my almost usual wake ups, but not quite because I was taking my meds like I was supposed to, and but I got up, I think, Sunday night at like 9:30 at night, and I'm like, wow, like I feel pretty good. So the brushes let me go ahead and do the intro. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube. If you're a part of the Replay crew, I appreciate you, and Replay crew rocks. The Crazy Troll Nation, why? Crazy concept. Thank you, Michelle. Be your authentic self. Crazy concept, because this is a world now, and it's been forever. People tell us who and how we should be. I'm here to tell you, just be your authentic self. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Hey, Lock. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain tool or a certain brand or a certain technique because that's what they're telling you got to do in whatever video that you're watching. If you want to try all the things, try all the things, but not because you feel like you have to. Just try all the things if you just want to. Because here at the Crazy Troll Nation, I don't know about anywhere else on these YouTube streets, we are about self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to. Hello, Janet. But never feeling like we have to. Listen, come close. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. That's what the Crazy Troll Nation stands for. I hope that resonates with you. If that was your first time hearing it, if you've heard it before, I hope that it is a part of your daily affirmations. And yeah, so that's what the Crazy Troll Nation is. 2 things about me. You already heard one of them. I curse sometimes because I curse. That's not the one you heard. What you heard was I have an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it to say, excuse me. Sometimes I don't realize it's until like after the fact, like when I'm watching it after it's on YouTube. And because this is a live, it's already on YouTube. So I'm trying to debate whether or not to do my brows. We are going to do our base face because let me show you the brushes that we're going to be giving away. And these are good brushes, y'all. I just don't use them often because we have our favorites. And so my default is to go to the brushes I use most. And so they're going to be Scott Barnes brushes. Yo, his brushes are expensive. I got them 30% off or 40% off when he kept having sales. So what we're going to be giving away, I don't know if I want to. See, I'm looking at them like, I like seeing them sitting over here. So I'm just like, don't do it. Should I do it? This is painful. I have 3 of these. Reason being, well, I had the second one because I purchased the second one because this is very dense. Like you see this, right? It takes a good 24 hours to dry. So like if I use it one day and wash it, which I do wash my brushes in between Uses, I'm like, this is not going to be dry the next day. So that's why I got another one. Then he had another sale, so this makes 3. So we're going to get this away. I'm going to wash them again after I use them. Like I said, I do wash them after every use anyway. Am I missing anybody? Michelle, I got 3 of them and I barely even use them. And you know I want stuff to be used and to be loved. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to show you, and as I said, I'm going to use all the brushes today that I'm giving away so that you can see different ways that you can use them. But what I can tell you right now is I love this for these compacts because it fits right in. This is a big ass brush. It's bigger than my damn eye. This is a big ass brush. But if you're using just like a single compact, like look at that. It fits like right. Yeah. And you can do your face quick. But you'll see when I use it. This brush retails, I feel like I'm yelling. I have not had Mountain Dew today. This brush retails for like $50. This is a $50 brush. Scott Barnes number 67. You don't believe me? Look on his website. This is a $50 brush. I got it either 40 or 30% off. But still, this is so, and it's nice. Oh my God, this feels so good. So we are going to get that away. This is a Sephora brush. Ooh, never mind. I got 2 of these. Scott Barnes has a brush similar to this too, but it's more flimsy than this. And when I look at it, I keep thinking it's a Scott Barnes brush, but it's not. It's a Sephora brush. And I was going to say we're going to give one of them away, but when I picked this up, this is wiggling and jiggling. This ferrule is not stable, so we're not going to give that away. And I'm not going to. And going like this, I could feel it jiggling. Like this is about to be loose. So we're not going to give away either one of those. Do I only have 1 of these? I have 2 of these. This was the second one I purchased, and I'm going to tell you how I can tell. Because this one, if you look at them, this one is still kind of pinched in from where they had the brush guard on it. So when you look at them, you see how this one is more fanned out. What? Oh, you know what? That's dust. I was going to say, what the hell? So that's how I know this is the most recent one that I purchased. And so, but this, we're going to give this one away. Y'all. Hey, Sons of Ray, do I want to? Damn. I appreciate it, Sarah. Yo, this is hurting my soul, but I want them to be used. I have 3 of these. This is the Scott Barnes number 64. Y'all see me use this every single friggin' time I put on setting powder. Y'all seen me use this a quadrillion, zillion, billion times, which means a million if we're talking 47 language, because you know he exaggerates all the numbers. Y'all got angry earlier hearing about what's going on in DC, and then I was watching Darren Fleet, comedian, because he always makes me laugh, and so you know I felt okay after listening to him, watching him. This person is supposed to be back there. So we're all going to get this away. Hello. And yeah, so yeah, we're giving away Sons of Ray. We're giving away Scott Barnes brushes. Not today though, but when I announce the giveaway, I'll refer back to this video. And so what we're going to be doing, we're going to be using these brushes so that y'all can see the different ways to use them. Because y'all might be like, what the hell? We're going to give away all of these. No, we're not. We're going to keep 2. Because when I like a brush, I get more. So that tells you something. I got 6 of these. I got 6 of these. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I got 6 of these. When I first got these, I thought it was a shadow brush. But you see how it's shaped, how this black piece right here comes up, and I'm like, I can't get close to my lash line. So I looked on the website. This is a friggin' crease brush, but it also works for concealer too. Synthetic brushes, you could use them for whatever. So I'm gonna keep 2 because what I use these for is first half transition shade in second half. Why did I really switch like I'm really putting on color? In second half transition shade. That's what I use them for. But they also work for if you want to do your lower lash line. You can use it for whatever. But what it is though, this is the number 61. This is actually a crease brush. So those of you who do, oh, I missed all of those. Thank you. Oh, okay, I missed it all. Okay, thank you. And so this is actually a crease brush. Y'all know I don't put crease shades in my crease because it hides under the hood. But if you have a defined crease, like where if I'm going like this, you can see this is my crease. Like pretend, don't look up my nose. Pretend this is your eye shape. This right here, this is a crease brush, they say, right? You can put it in your crease and just go like this. And because it's a little bit fluffy, it will place and blend out. So if you actually put crease shades in your crease, you do this a few times, your crease is done. But I use it for transition because I don't do crease shades in my crease. But that's what these are for. And I really liked it. That's why I got 6 of them. So we're going to be giving away those. And I do love Scott Barnes brushes. I just don't use, oh Lord. Oh. How many of these do I got? So this tells y'all something, because I got another one. The hell, another one? Yes, I'm another one. Excuse me. Damn, y'all. This tells you something. I got 8 of these. I got 8 of these. And I'm looking like, do I got any more? We're I can't even talk. We're going to give away 4, because y'all know every shadow gets its own brush. I don't use a color switch, so we're going to give away 4. And I know some of you do use color switch, so it's not an issue. But these are great for me for if I'm doing transition shades or blowing out lower lash line or winging out shadow. Yeah, Janet, I had 6 of these, but I got 8 of these. That's why I was pulling them out like, wait, what? What? So that's a, but I haven't been using them ever since I started with these Sigma E4s. It is shaped the same concept, right? They're both blending brushes, crease brushes, transition shade brushes, but this is taller and fluffier. And the reason I like this one is when I usually do my transition shade, it's just a thin line like right here. And this is perfect for that. Whereas this one, if I don't take my lid shades all the way up to here, that gives me more space for transition, and that's where I would use this one. But yeah, I got 4 of these. Hey Kay, we're doing a brush giveaway for Scott. Today is not the giveaway, but we're going to be giving away some Scott Barnes brushes. And so today I'm going to be using them so people can see how they can be used. And then when I do the giveaway announcement, I'll refer them back to this video. But since I think I have like 3 of the some E4s. Since I got this, I don't really use Scott Barnes that much, but I'm not ready to let them go. So we're going to keep 4, and I have 3 of these. Is it 3 or 4? 3 of these. Because when I like a brush, y'all know I get some more. So we're going to give away 4 of these. And that leaves me with 4. Because even though I haven't really been using them, like I want to still just look over and see them. Do I have any of his, oh, these brushes? I think oh shit, I got 4 of these. Now keep in mind, damn, 6? The fuck? I first got his brushes when he first came out with his brushes. So this was way back. And that tells you something too. If I have some of these brushes from like when he first developed his brushes, like they last, y'all. They last. I got 6 of these. I'm gonna keep 2. So we're gonna give away 4 of these. And so I could probably break this up because y'all got, there's 4 of these. There's gonna be 4 of these. And 4 of these, but only 1 each of these. So y'all let me know, like after you see how I use them, let me know if I should like put these 2, and these 2 like as the second winner and have 2, 2, and 2, and the face brushes for the first winner. So just marinate on that. Let that percolate, because you might see them and be like, no, I want all of them. I want to win them all. But this brush, I love. Oh, let me wait. Okay, I put the 2 back. This is his number 63 brush. And the reason I love this brush is you can, particularly with matte shadows, Dion is the sense of the makeup world. Give. Michelle, you weren't here for my 1K giveaway. It was so much stuff. And I was so overwhelmed that a friend of mine from Georgia came up to spend the weekend with me and help me organize it. Because we had 3 winners. Pat McGrath stuff, Natasha Denona stuff. And it was a scavenger hunt. So I think it was like 20 questions. And then there were some bonus questions. All 3 of the winners was international. And somebody said, why did you pick those? I said it was a scavenger hunt. And so then I did a random, well, it was like whoever had the most answers right, number 1, then number 2, number 3. I said, so that's how it was, y'all. And I did get paid that weekend from hosting an event down at the Play Space. And so I think I made like $260. Shipping for all 3 of them came to like 240 something. But I already knew it was going to be a lot. So I really didn't come out of pocket. But that giveaway was insane. So yeah, one night when you're up late, Michelle, go find my 1K giveaway. That it was fucking insane. I'm like that. I was just like, what the hell? But this brush, particularly with mattes, and I'm saying that because shimmers may have a lot of fallout for under your eye, but you can just brush shadow into here. You can do brow bone. But what I love this brush for is when I do my outer corner, if I'm doing an outer V, now look at my wrist though. Do the outer V and just turn, shoop, and you got your shape. See how I'll just turn the brush, and that makes it so friggin' easy. So if you're doing like an outer V, or you're doing, you know, extra stuff for your outer corner, this brush does the work for you. It just, look at that. I got 6 of them. So that's that brush. Where am I gonna put these? I'm gonna sit them. Where I'm gonna put these? Put those there. You know what? I'm gonna wash these too, just because I had them out. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit them in the kitchen right now. So I think that's it for what we're going to. I'm gonna give this one away because I never use it, and it's shorter than the rest of them, so I keep forgetting. Hey, Skinny Queen. Definitely you can. Definitely. In the shape of this, you definitely can. Yep. Definitely. Yep. This one I never use, and I forget it's here because it's shorter than, because it's with the face brushes, and it's shorter than all of them. So I just now seen it, and I'm like, oh, I still got that. This was with his travel brush set, and I don't know why they called. Oh, I forgot this was here too. Let's give that one away too. I'm a brush hoe. I think y'all know that. I'm a brush hoe, a Penzies hoe, a label hoe. I used to be a chapstick hoe, but now I'm like borderline City Beauty lip oil hoe. This one, he had a travel brush kit. These brushes ain't no travel size brushes. These shits is but it was like 5 brushes, I think. And it came in a canister, a brush holder thing, but it was called his travel brush kit. This one says travel powder. So powder, you can use the tip of it for your contour or your bronzer. You can lay it sideways, use it for your blush, you know, whatever you want to do with that. And this was the highlighter brush, the travel highlighter brush. And so this is just the highlighter brush. I didn't even see it, so I was like back here just now looking. So those are what we're going to give away. So we're going to use all these today so you can see how I would use them. And because something like this, I didn't know this was a crease brush. I was like, what the? And I'm like, what? Like, what are these brushes? I had to go back and look at the website. Mind you, I had already purchased them, right? And then I get them and I'm like, this is a weird shape for a brush. So let me see if there's anything else. So that's it for Scott. So let's get jiggy with it. So we're going to put on our eye cream. Thank y'all for being here. I'm just making sure there are no more Scott brushes. These are Scott's, but I only have 2 from 3. 4? 3? 4? I have 40. Yo, I'm just like, what the frick? A 4 for million to the shindig is going on over here. So this when you know you got too many. When you like, damn, I got another one and another one and another one. What? Maybe they meant the brush head was smaller. It's really not. It's really not. Because this is also a blush brush. It's really not. Well, no, wait, this one. It's really not smaller. No. Like, it seriously is not. It's not. Because when I hear travel brushes, I think they're shorter because take up less space. But the shit is freaking long. But he's like, what, 6 something? So he got like the big man hands. But I'm just like, this is not travel size stuff. And for these to be this long, you can imagine how big the canister was to fit these in here without crunching the bristles. This is the number 60. Y'all been seeing me use this a lot lately to do my brow arch highlight. The muscles in my thigh, the back of my thigh on my left thigh is twitching. I don't know why. But this I love because it is so thin. It is so thin. I get that thin brow arch line. But it is, you can use it for eyeliner, upper lash line, lower lash line. You can even contour if you want a sharp contour. I don't never do my nose, and so I always forget that. So thank you, Kay, for saying that. You can use this to contour your nose. You can use it, I think it's a lip liner and eyeliner brush. You can use it for lip liner. If you do carve out your brows with concealer, you know, you can use this for that. So, fuck it. We're going to give away 2. It's hurting my soul. Y'all, these brushes are fucking expensive. But y'all know I give good gifts, so. This full price, y'all. This is some money. I told y'all this retails $50 brand new. So this alone, and all of his face ones are pushing $50. You talking about this one, Kay, the skinny one? Yeah. Yep. Look how thin that is. Yep. So let's get started here. Whew. My skin feels dry. You know what? I was sweating, girl. Y'all, why I went outside, why I went out today, this is a City Beauty brightening eye cream. Why I go out today, it was 87 degrees and I didn't hydrate before I left. By the time I got home, I was such a sweaty mess. And then I live on the 3rd floor, y'all know. So, and then walking up 3 flights of stairs, when I got up here, I was done. I was just like, that. I'm like, that was not smart. So this is the eye cream. So I did have full skincare on, but then I was sweating so much. And because I hate how it feels, I'm just like, you know, swiping it off. So my skin right now is dry. It's dry. I'm going to put on the NY11. For the members, I did bounce back Monday because I slept most of Sunday away. Yeah, I was medicating like a mug, man. I was just like, So we're actually going to use this brush, the 61 brush. I don't think living on the 3rd floor helped your case being sweated. It wasn't. And my neighbor was away, so she asked me, she had a delivery, so she asked me to get it for her. So I'm going to show you how you can just use this for concealer. And I do like it for this because you can get like right up under your eye. And she's on the floor below me. It's 3 apartments on each floor, so she's below me on the opposite end. And so it's like, you know, maybe 30 feet altogether, including the steps. And so she said if she wasn't back home, to just leave it at her door. Because I think her delivery said Saturday, but when I came in Saturday at like 10 to 1, I didn't see it. But so I went down Sunday and it was there. But today when I came home, I didn't even have the energy, y'all, to even go down to her apartment to leave it. So I sat here, cooled off, drank some ice water. It wasn't even ice in it, but I drank some cold water. And after like 20 minutes, after I stopped sweating, I took it down to her. So this is how you can use this for concealer. So, and it's the crease brush. You can use brushes whatever you want to. And even this shape, You can use, if you wanted to do your nose, contour your nose. And so that's that for concealer. And now we're going to go ahead and put our primer foundation on here. I'm probably missing stuff. I live on the top floor, and sometimes I'm disappointed in myself for deciding to live up top because of how much I be going out and walking. I don't go out unless I have to. I go out maybe twice a week. And when I tell people that, they look at, I said, no, seriously, because I don't see a reason to go out every single day. And I know some people that do. They get up and go places, and I'm like, just write a list of what you need and where you going and just do it all in one day. But that's just me. Because the way I look at it too, every time you go somewhere, you're spending money. And if you're not buying nothing, you got to keep buying gas because you're just going everywhere all the time. I'm going to use this one for foundation, which means I'm going to end up using both of them probably. So we're going to use this one for foundation, even though it's a powder brush, a powder type brush or whatever. So I'm just showing you different ways you can use these brushes because you can use them for however you want to. The only thing with this one for foundation, I have to work to get it like in the corners. But because I tap on, like it's fine. And it does fit between my brows, even though I didn't do my brows today though. I had so much stuff on my to-do list to do today, y'all. I think I got like a third, maybe a fourth of it done. So I'm just pouncing as I do to blend out the primer and foundation on my dry skin. And sometimes I think to move on the second floor, and there was a lady down there before I was talking to, she was like, don't do it. She was like, don't do it. She said, you can tell if you get new neighbors and they got kids. She said, you can hear them jumping off of furniture. She said, if they got pets, you hear them running around. And also being on the third floor, I feel safe to leave my balcony door open. Because on the first floor, it's just a habit. You be looking in people's, and the balcony doors is like almost the length of the apartment. Like the balconies are long, they're huge. And so I do feel safer up here. And so this is using this brush for foundation. Making sure I get in that cranny down nose. Yeah, but she was like, don't do it. Don't do it. She was like, don't move on the second floor. I know you do, Tanya. I remember way back, you were like, yeah, that brush. This sucker retailed $50. So thankfully he kept having sales. So 30% off, 40% off. That's when I would get more. Because I'm like, I ain't spending $50 for it. I will say the first time though, I did get the entire set. And being that it was the entire set, it was discounted still. And that's how I figured out like which brushes I like best. And those are the ones that I bought like a dozen more of, as you see. That one I had 8. Like, what the hell? And that shows too, like how we have our favorites. But since those Sigma E45s, I have not been using the Scott Barnes one that much. I'm just making sure I'm not missing any Scott Barnes brushes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and his brush, y'all, make sure I'm not missing comments. Did I miss you, Dawn? Hey, Dawn. Skinny finger, I met you. Dion was going. I did, and I didn't even notice it. I think I might have noticed it when I was saying it one time after I said it like 10 times, and I'm like, did I just say Skinny Jean or Skinny Queen? And I wasn't sure. And when I watched the live back, I done called her Skinny Jean like 22,006.1 times, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, I sure did. Do this, y'all. Y'all know my feelings are not easily hurt, and y'all know that I know I be off sometimes. And so if I misspeak, like please feel free to let me know or just laugh in silence. I mean, because if once I said it, it's said. So what am I going to do? I pumped out too much primer and foundation, so that's just going to stay there. So I'm going to take NY12. When you say I try to do that, and then I get distracted, and then I'm stuck in the makeup aisle for 3 hours looking at all the products, and then buy one lip gloss, and then it's like 8:30 and you're tired. Yeah, I'm on the top floor, Janet. You lose your mind if you don't leave the house at least once a day. Well, you have your routine too, and you got the little ones, and so yeah, they got to get out and play and have fresh air. But I've never been the type to like just get up every day and just leave the house. And I know people like that. And I'm like, what do you be doing? I'm ready to go here, go there. And I'm like, And she also told me the one time, because I'm thinking she's just like ultra social. And she told me one time that she keeps busy like that because she's lonely. And I'm like, because she's like, when I'm just sitting home, I feel lonely. And I'm like, damn. Because I wouldn't have thought. But, so that's why she was always going here and there, visiting this person, going over here. And she's originally from Philadelphia. So she would be going, and she has family over there. So she'd be back and forth Philly. She'd be going all types of places here in Delaware. And then she lived in North Carolina, and she still be out running around. And she has a husband. Her daughter is in college now. But it really, I was really surprised when she told me that she does that because she feels lonely. And I'm just like, wow. She's an amazing person. Well, y'all know I only know and rock with amazing people. But yeah, I was just like, wow. Like, I didn't expect that at all. Yeah, no one above me. But when it's really windy, Janet, I don't know if they call it the rafters or the crawl space, whatever, but that's where like all the wires and stuff go, and maintenance will be up there sometimes working. And it is like an A-line type structure. When it's really windy, the wind, it sounds like it's a war going on up there, because the air gets in there and trapped, and it's just hitting the walls and whatever equipment is up there. And if it's a really bad storm, it sounds like the roof is about to peel off. Because I just be sitting here like, am I in danger? So, but usually it's quiet though. But if it's really windy, you can hear the wind just banging around, and I'm just like, damn, is this squirrels? Squirrels ain't that loud. But I was like, what is all that damn noise? So this again is the 65 brush that we used it for foundation and concealer for around our nose. But other than the steps, I really do like it up here. And then, I can see when the sun comes up, and it's just like, it is just so pretty. Powder, we're gonna set the face. So today when I did come up, oh, and it was also Military Monday that my neighbor told me about, because her sister, she calls her mom, but it's her sister. She's ex-military, and so am I. And at this one, it's 3 different locations for Chick-fil-A. Every second Monday of the month is Military Monday. So you show your military ID, and you can either get free nuggets or a free chicken sandwich. And so she texted me today and said, don't forget to go get your sandwich. And because she's affiliated with a vet, she goes and gets a free sandwich too. And she's like, yeah, they do that because they get you, because you go in there and buy waffle fries. And I said, no, I don't. I'll go in there and get my sandwich. The most I'll do is say extra pickles and cheese, and it's 30 cents for cheese. But I'm like, I ain't paying for no whole meal. So we're going to still use this one. Y'all have seen me use this to set my face, and for bronzer, and for contour, and for blush, and for highlighter. So y'all have seen me use this a lot. So we are just going to use it today. I don't want to do that yet. I am going to use that today for powder. And so we're going to lightly set under here. And this does help me it helps my concealer not crease as quickly, because I was putting on way too much powder before. So whatever brush I use for concealer, I'll use that to put powder under here. And if it already did start to crease, then I'll just kind of like, buff it in the crease. Because otherwise it'll just look like a crack in the wall. So I'll just like fill it in so it looks smoother, I guess. That's that Milia that I have right here. And sometimes whatever I'm putting on makes it look bigger. But that's what that is. You think you have one of those, Dora? You're getting a Raisin Cane's here. What's a Raisin Cane's? Oh, it's a fast food place. I've never been to Chick-fil-A. Oh, are y'all getting static? The end of my last live, I was hearing static when I watched it back. I hope not. You're in danger, says Skinny G. Why are you in danger? Yeah, no one above you might end up. Yeah, she was like, don't do it. She said, don't move to the second floor. She was like, don't do it. She said, you'd be so happy when somebody move out and you can tell who moving if they got kids or pets. I was like, damn. I was like, okay. And what's so funny, like people think, I am out of shape. I am overweight. My dad, he's like, he goes to the gym 3-4 times a week, and he has a bad back. So he said if he doesn't, it hurts worse. So that's his way of just maintaining like his baseline pain level. And he was like laughing at me one time. He was like, "You tired and you just walked up 3 flights of stairs? Ha ha ha." I said, "Dad, these stairs ain't no joke." And I said, "Remember, I'm overweight, out of shape, and I'm disabled. So keep laughing." Right? And when he came to visit me, Mr. go to the gym 3-4 days a week and laughing at me because I was tired when I get to the top of the steps. He come up here and he's like, "Whoo!" He's like, "Baby girl, them steps." I said, "That's what I was telling you." And it's not funny anymore, is it, Dad? I swear, y'all, people say stuff and think it's funny or be really happy about something, and then it turns around and bites them in their ass. And I will let you know. in my non-subtle way. I remember when 45 didn't win. Did I leave and come back? No. I got that dry piece of hair again. Piece of skin. Yo, I found my tweezers and I put them right here. Y'all go to see why I'm saying that Thursday's video, because I was just like, and I dipped out and I'm like, oh, y'all can still see me. Oh my gosh. So when 45 didn't win the re-election, one family member in particular was like, Trump is gone. And I said, he ain't gone. And she's like, well, he didn't get reelected. He's gone. I said, he's not gone. He's still going to be involved in politics. He still has however many, supporters he has. And even just knowing he's still going to be in politics, I'm like, she was like, but he's gone. He ain't get reelected. And when he won this one, I was like, and I had told her one time, sometimes I'm nice, nasty. I don't want to, but sometimes I just got to say I told you so, because people get selective memory. So I had said to her one time, I said, I remember, because she was talking about something crazy that was happening or something he did. And I said, I remember when you was really happy saying he's gone when he didn't win a re-election. And she was kind of like, and I'm thinking, And I told her, I said, he ain't gone. He's just not in office. But I said, he's still going to be involved in politics. But I said it. If someone stares at me struggling to go up the stairs, and I tell them I'm getting old and slightly overweight, so I just keep going and mind my business. And they call them short flights. So it's 6 steps, and then you turn. It's like a little landing, and then you turn and come up, and then it's 6 more turns. So it's like 3 turns, which means it's like 18 something steps or whatever. But so there is places that sometimes I'll just stop, and just like catch my breath a little bit, because there's some apartments here, like where we have like 6 and then turn 6, turn 6, turn 6. There's some it's like 12 and then turn. So I'm like, well, damn, like you can't stop when you get until you get to 12 and then the top. So I am glad that I'm in the building that I'm in. But yeah, y'all. Bronzer. We only want to pull one. Oh, deep level 11. Deep level 11. Want to put that on. With the. You knew he'd win the first time. I knew he'd win this time. I was so hopeful. It was wishful thinking. When the results came in, I was not surprised, but I was sad, because I'm like, this is really where this country is. Like, seriously, are you fucking kidding me? So I wasn't surprised, but I was still like pissed off. Like, this where we at? Like, for real? And then all the FAFOs, like, yeah. Because the motherfucker he's a child, but we're not going to talk about him. So, but yeah, the stuff today, y'all, I didn't even know how to explain my feelings, the stuff that's going on in DC. And first of all, or least of all, it's such a waste of taxpayers' money. All the reports and statistics are saying crime rate is really low, but then it's a distraction. We already know he do that. We're going to use travel powder brush, and we're going to take the bronzer. And we're actually going to go straight in. I watched, Hung Vango did a video today. Look at that, y'all. So if you want like a sharp contour, just put it sideways. And if you don't, put it flatways. Flatways. Is flatways a word? And then just fluff it up. Y'all, I love house ass bronzers. Okay, taking me on a walk with you and your dog. Oh my gosh. You're sick? This will be your first walk since Saturday. Oh my gosh. But look, y'all. So we're gonna go straight in. So if you do contour, there you go. Just straight in, tap, tap. So his video today, I'm gonna press one time. I'm going to share it on my community tab. Remember I was saying how he'll just press the brush, like really lightly. Like he is so gentle. And I don't know if it's the brush or if it's the product or both. But he is so gentle with his makeup. He didn't say today though, don't be digging in it like sometimes he say. But just to see him do it, I'm just like, yeah, you don't really need to be really digging. I'm just using bronzer as a contour like I normally do. We're gonna, I tapped in one time. I realized I need to stop coming along here, and I think maybe I'm coming up too far, because then when I look down here, like this is a way different color than up here, which it is anyway. But when I put bronzer there, it just looks more different. So we use that for bronzer. We're going to use this for blush. This is clearly not a blush brush. This, I believe, is supposed to be the contour brush. And you know what? I'm going to show you. Yeah, I hope you do feel better soon, Janet. I was sick last week. I did it to myself, though. Guys, I need encouragement to try and learn how to check contour, how to do cheek contour, because every time you end up looking like you got two dark streaks on your face, as if a baby did it for me. Blending. Use less product and make sure you're blending. And don't blend down, because then you're moving your contour, blend it upward. And if you can see your contour, like even before I had this on, this way you can see this hollow in my cheek back here. So you just take it and just come straight and then blend it upward. So try using less product and using a light hand. Because I've seen some people, they just be like, and I'm just like, oh shit, they going to the races. That's a straight. But so just like a, just go light with your brush and then blend it upward. So you go where it is on the line and just feather upward. Just a little bit of product. Because these days products come out the gate on 100, and it's just like, oh, well, wait a minute, what they say, and ooh, ooh, and I've done that before with the House Labs blushes. The size guy, I was like, pat, pat. I was like, oh shit. So this actually is their contour brush, and I love this brush. And I made it into a gimmick, because I'm like, just walk the brush, because of the shape of it, right? Just walk it over, and then just put one tip of it here, and just right, just like that. And then I would still touch the bronzer that I'm using as a contour, touch it, and just feather it upward. So I would say just use less product, and if it's too much, if the line is too wide, then use a smaller brush and use a light hand and less product. And so that's that. And because we went along my contour, you see how it's still that straight line. Or if you don't want to contour, you don't. And like part of the intro is like, don't feel like you need to do all the things, but if you want to do all the things, but you don't have to. And that's why I don't actually use contour for contour. I use bronzer for contour, because I'm just like, whatevs. But, and I'm going to show you how to use this for blush. I'm going to pick one at random. Watermelon Bliss. Oh, Lord. I tried a new blush one time, and I didn't know it was super pigmented, so my lighting made it look normal, and I ended up walking out looking like Black Sabrina Carpenter. Oh, no, no, no way. Oh my gosh. Michelle's staring at my first big girl job at a bank, and no one told me. Oh man. I'd rather somebody tell me, like just be like, hey, just go in the bathroom and look at your face, look at your makeup. I mean, that's all they gotta say. But some people are just like they don't want to say anything. And I'm like, I see a piece of dead skin. My thing is, if we're supposed to be cool, don't have me out here looking crazy. That's my thing. When my highest weight, y'all, was 220. And when I lost a bunch of weight, my dad was like, oh, baby girl, I'm glad you lost that weight, because I was so worried about you and about your health. I said, no, you wasn't, Dad. And he looked at me. I said, no. I said, if you was worried about my health, you would have told me, because what if I would have stroked out and died? If you worry about something with somebody, tell them. And I think I kind of hurt his feelings. But for real though, if you are afraid for my life because of my weight, say something. I might listen, I might not. But say, yeah, I'm the one. We trusted people at the counter and they did us dirty because they be trying to sell stuff. Because I will be telling people. I'll be like, yeah, I'll be like, hey girl, come here. You just go in the bathroom and look at your makeup. And if they come out and be like, I don't know, I'll be like, you want me to come with you? Then I'll be like, but yeah, y'all, I'm just like, if you love somebody and you care about somebody, why is it so hard to be honest without being rude? Why? Because people don't want to, oh, I don't want to. So if I stroke out, you'll be at the funeral like, yeah, I was concerned about it, but y'all ain't never tell her. Get out of my face. You got color match by Growing Cosmetics, and it was orange, says Michelle. Yeah. And you know what? Lights in Sephora, lights in Ulta, lights in department stores, them lights is disrespectful. Because you'll be looking really good. And you go outside and be looking in the mirror like, who the fuck? Them lights be disrespectful. That's why I never buy anything that they put on me in Sephora that day. I'm like, I want to go outside, look at my mirror out in the sunlight. Yeah, because them lights is disrespectful. They be disrespectful. Or if it's a foundation, sometimes it might oxidize. And so it'll look really good, but then it'll change color as it dries down. And then I don't never buy complexion products right away. If it's a powder, I would, or a blush or something, but never concealer and foundation. Oh no, Dawn. You may walking through the mall if somebody did your makeup. Get to the car and look in the mirror. Damn. Yeah, exactly, Lot. You wish they did makeup in daylight versus store lighting. Or at least had one of them mirrors that it do, like even this one here. So this is, I don't know, white light. I don't know what it is. And then you click it again, and then it's the yellow light, right? And then you have the cool tone. So now it's off. So on, it's just, to me, it looks like a regular light. And then again, and then it's warm, and then it's cool. So at least have a light like that where you can at least see different lighting, even though it's still not natural light. But, oh my gosh, I feel you, Grace, because sometimes, and they be just as proud. They be like, yeah, girl, you look nice, buy this, buy that. You be like, okay. And you get outside and be like, what the fuck? No worries, Janessa. Because I do know you be at work when I be on here and you be here. Another thing that can help when you are learning contour is get one that's on your shade 1 or 2 darker than your skin tone, so there's less of a contrast. Right. And still use a light hand, because this is deep level 11. This ain't me at all. The shade that's perfect for me, and again, these are bronzers and not contours, but this is medium. Oh shoot. Medium level 7, which was the only one I had for the longest time, because this, I cannot go wrong with this. And you see how different this one is from this. And so, and that's usually a learning lesson too for a lot of people. It's just a light hand. And if it's too dark and you put it on, don't like it, just put more of your setting powder on top of it, because that'll help tone it down. So randomly, well, semi-randomly, because these 5 are together, the 2 small ones are by themselves. Watermelon Bliss. This sucker is bright. It's not even funny because I look like I got sunburn and put blush on the sunburn. Tanya says she wished she was 220. Yeah, that kind of pissed me off when he was like, oh, I was so worried. I'm glad you lost it. What if I had died? Then what? You so concerned. Your dad got up to 350, and anytime I talked to him about it, he threw a fit. But, at least you said what you needed to say, though. So he can't say, oh, nobody ever said anything. My first marriage, one of my uncles was telling me you shouldn't do it, because we were going to move in together and then get married later in the year. Later on that year. And one of my uncles was like, well, you shouldn't do that. And I said, why not? And he never answered me. And even if he would have answered me, I might have thought about it, or I might have been like, whatever. But at least you would have said your piece. He never said. And I brought that up to him later on. Like, why wouldn't you say why you said I shouldn't do that? Like, what was the point in even saying I shouldn't if you're not going to say why? Like, what the... And if somebody, excuse me for smacking, if somebody asks me a question and I know they're not going to like the answer, I'll say, do you really want to know? And people who know me, they'll hesitate and be like, yeah, I want to know. And I'll say the second time, are you sure? They'll say, yeah. A third time, are you sure? They'll be like, yes. And then I'll say it. And they'll be like, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm like, you're welcome. No contact for any reason. Hold on now, says Janet. Your sister cannot handle... my sister, she's saying, can I handle any criticism? No, we don't talk about weight. Nope. Because when you're honest, you got to cut out of their line. I would swear they think they bleeding out. But sometimes hesitate, says Tanya, about telling somebody about their makeup because they may have done it that way for a reason and really like how it looks. The thing for me is, if I'm cool with the person, I'm going to say something, even if it's like, hey, you might want to just go in the bathroom and look at, your makeup. And if they come out and be like, yeah, it looks fine, what's up? I'd be like, oh, never mind. Because one of my aunts, and she didn't even ask me, well, she did ask me. I think I inspired her to wear makeup because she never wore makeup, not even lip gloss. I don't even know if she used chapstick. And so one day we went out to a diner, me, her, and like 2 other family members. And she was sitting next to me. I looked at her and I went, you got foundation on? And she was like, yeah, why? And me just being jokey, right? I said, 'cause it looked like you just put it in your hand and went like this. And she said, that is what I did. I was like... So after 5 minutes went by or so, she got up and went to the bathroom. So it was time enough for me to think she really had to go to the bathroom. So she went to the bathroom. She came back and she was like, how does it look now? And I said, oh, that looks a lot better. I said, that looks really good. And she was like, really? I'm like, yeah, for real. I said, I would tell you. She said, yeah, you would. I was like, it looks good. But I was like, oh, it just looked like you went like that. And she was like, I did. She said, I just put... Because I saw like finger marks. And it's not funny, but it really did just look like she just like... And she just like kind of got up silently and went and came back. How does it look now? I was just being funny, but it did look like that. But the way I said it, like she kind of laughed too. And I said it low where the other family members didn't hear me say it to her. And there is a way to say things to people, but some people will always just feel, offended regardless. Y'all could tell I'm not a sensitive soul. I'm just like, but I know I do understand and acknowledge that some people are. So I learned over the years to reframe in my mind how to say something before I say it. Because I'm like, the way I want to say it. And so I had to learn to just kind of think about it first. But if somebody's going to be offended, they're going to be offended. But if me and the person are cool, that's my way of looking out for you and not having you out here looking crazy. And God forbid we call each other friends, because y'all know how I feel about the word friend. Don't call me your friend and say you my friend too. But I can't just be like, yeah, your lipstick is kind of, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a stranger, no, not at all. I'm just like, disrespect. Y'all thought I was all that and you saw yourself a natural light. That's how I was when they matched me to the Fenty 310. The longer the day went on, the more red I got. I was driving somewhere and I looked in the mirror. I was like I'm not red. Went back. That time they matched me to 330. I'm looking all good. The day went on. I'm out somewhere. I'm looking in the mirror. I look like I had my deepest tan ever. And I'm just like, I'm not that brown. Like... It's crazy. You stayed up way too late last night, so don't listen to Genesis Live. Too hot to sleep. I am not, and I keep saying I'm gonna look in there, but I have enough stuff. The Ipsy Mega Drop Shop. Oh, you shouldn't. Well, Tanya probably already knows. Michelle put Tanya. All of us know, and Michelle is one of the newest trolls, and she already knows. My gosh. Wow. Yeah, you the newest one. Tanya, you can't hide from nobody. I look at the mirror in the store like, yeah, and then you'll go to the car and be like, they lied to me. But it looks good. It does look good in the store. I haven't even looked anything amazing. I'm sure you do, Dawn. I can't, says Tanya, you canceled. I don't get Ipsy anymore, and they still send me emails telling me I could shop the sale. I know you had to have known that, Tanya. Or maybe not. You have a cold food concealer and an Ofra blush you've been eyeing for 12 hours. Also, the tone of delivery. Exactly. The tone matters. The tone, the word choice, your facial expression. Because y'all know me, I'd be like, girl, what the fuck? But I'd be like, Because my face be talking, y'all. So that's something, too. You said it the other day, Locke. You were like, yeah, work on your poker face. Yeah, exactly. And I know this. And so I'm just like, let me just, yeah. Leading by example helps. But I know my makeup style is different than like most people I know in real life. Because nobody I know in my day-to-day life wears grunge or goth or like punk eyeliner, except that lady I told y'all about at the VA hospital, the brown skin lady with the white eyeliner. But nobody else I know like in my day-to-day life that I see anywhere. It's always like that barely there soft glam, I guess they call it. Oh man, you sending Dawn over to the Ipsy? Well, no, because she has free will. Sometimes people, and do you want me to answer? Do you want me to answer? Wait a minute. I answer with, do you want me? Wait, do you want me to answer you? Wait a minute. I think I know what you're saying, but I'm trying to read. I get what you're saying. I think you're saying, do you want me to give the answer that you want, or you want me to give the answer that you need? Waiting for the day Dion gives me makeup tips on one of my videos. I like your makeup. I really do. I'm just tripping how you use such a fluffy brush for your lower lash line color. Because I always use a little one. But you know, I always say whatever works, work. Do your makeup with whatever, however you want to. 99% of us know we're too fat. Not too fat, man. We're round. We're in shape. We're round. Damn it. Hi, Pierre. How are you? Oh, my goodness. You've been here, and I'm just yakking. I just now scrolled and saw that you were here. Glad you enjoyed the live. Yeah. I was like, how's she doing live? And she knew I'm down at the place base. I ain't home. You unsubbed from the emails to... Okay, good for you, Tanya. Janessa, I wished I hadn't missed the live. I found myself commenting out loud. Sometimes people have me eyeing the mirror down. You let someone else do your makeup. Hi, Karina. I remember you. You were here before. How are you? We stress ball shapes. A skinny queen. Y'all are funny. She said we are stress ball shaped. Y'all are funny. So this is the blush. I'm going to show you how you can use this blush for brush. This brush for blush. Even though you could do this one. And y'all seen me use this one for that. But I'm showing y'all different ways to use this one. So we already did our contour with this and our bronzer with this. So my favorite way to just walk in, just be like, but we're going to use it for blush. We're going to use the side of the brush. Tap it lightly, because this is a bold ass color. Y'all did. It ain't even nothing to tap off. And then we're just going to, but by using the side of it, you will have to work it around. But look at that though. And then if you want to kind of circle the brush on your skin, you can do that too. So this is how you can use this for blush, using the side of the brush. This is intense. It's described as universal red. And all of these are like super, super soft. Oh, we glitching? Yeah, the brush for the blush. I was just like, what did I say? Yeah. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing okay. With fruit shaped pear, apple, whatever else they come on. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. So this is how you can use this for blush. I'm gonna do a little bit more. Did I even tap it in there? Because there's like a gap missing like right here. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's how you can use this for blush. Just use the side of it. If you have a pigmented blush like this, please don't just be like, "Shoo!" Nah, because y'all saw you still see that little line. It did all that. That's because this is bold. So I'm going to show you again. We're going to use, yeah, we're still going to use the same side. So we're just going to tap, and we're barely touching. Y'all, this is, House Labs ain't no joke. And so we're going to use the side of the brush. Thank you for all the hearts, y'all. I think we went lighter on this side. The first time I used this, I was shooketh. And the first time I used the side sky, I was shooketh. I was like, ooh. I'm like, I wasn't ready. Like, I wasn't ready. So I do encourage that whatever brushes you have, if you have a tendency to use it for the same thing, try it for something else. Just like this is a crease brush. We used it for concealer and it worked well. Learn from my experience, says Skinny Queen. And so this is how you can use this for a blush brush. And I'm saying this because, like, if you take this one, you forget your other brushes, it's like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. You can still do it with whatever brush. But this one right here, again, y'all see me use this for setting powder, bronzer, blush, highlighter, finishing powder. Y'all see me use this for the whole friggin' face. This is a moneymaker right here. But this is how you can use this one. So I showed y'all how to use it for contour or bronzer, because I use those terms interchangeably, even though they are technically different. But do what you want to do, right? And so that's how I use that for blush. And I'm going like this because I can see this is not really blended up here. And normally I don't take my blush up there that high. But, so that's our blush. Tanya, are you saying more blush? This side looks further in than this side, very lightly, because this blush, I was going to say brush, is very pigmented. Okay, so now you can see it here as well as here. She cute. Never forget the Sabrina Carpenter incident. Oh my gosh. Blush blindness. Do not ask me to say that 3 times. That walks. Nick's butter blushes will do you dirty if you don't go at me. Oh man. Yep. Exactly, Dawn. Now Johnny can just relax. Ooh. Hey, Alexandra. How are you? We're using Scott Barnes brushes that I will be giving away in a giveaway. And when I do the announcement, I'll refer back to this video because I'm showing how these brushes can be used for other than what they say they can be used for. So that's what this face is today. Of course, rough it up. You don't wear blush? Yeah, you do. No, you don't wear blush, Janessa. You wear blush. Don't be playing with us and saying it different today. You be wearing 6 blushes. So that's how we can use this brush for blush. Oh, I said it right. Did I say it right? Use this blush for brush. Use this brush for blush. Damn it. Now I don't know what I said. I don't even remember. So highlighter. You can use this for highlighter too, because y'all saw how it tapped that line. So you could just use the edge of it and do that line. And I think that y'all can already see what I'm saying. So we're going to, let's use the highlighter brush for highlight. Or use this brush. We're going to use this brush for highlight. This is the blush brush. But this is travel highlighter. This is really simple. And also you can use this to set powder under your eyes too, because it's long and it's not really dense. And so this will be good for putting powder under your eye too. Yeah, that would be good for that. So we're going to randomly, I don't want that. We're not picking randomly. Golden Pyrite. You forgot my name, didn't you? Oh, no. So this is what that looks like. So we're just going to take the tip of the brush and just use the tip of the brush and do our highlight with this blush brush. And so this is without and this is with. So we're just tapping straight in, and wherever you want your highlight to go, that's where you put it. Tapping in, and that's it. So that's how we use this blush brush for highlighter. Why my neighbor that lives below me, it's two special needs in this building. And it's a group home environment type thing. And I love that they let them be as independent as they can be. Why did they? Oh, when I took the package down to my neighbor, so I'm like up steps, because he lives on the same floor she does, but in the other corner. And so he couldn't even see me. But he was like, hi. And I said, hi. I was going to tell y'all his name, because I always say his name when I say hi to him. He was like, hi. And I said, hi, so-and-so. And he said, what time is it? Like, I said, it's 10 minutes to 5. I was going to ask him if he had somewhere to go. Because he does work during the day, but 5 o'clock, he's already done work. Because he works, I think, like 8 to 4. No, like 9:30 to 3 or something like that. Because I've been hearing his transport van beeping to pick him up. Tell me again, skinny queen. And this time I won't forget. All right, I'm seeing y'all talking about y'all shopping. How funny. Yeah, don't do it. You ordered a mystery box on ice cream back on 7/22. Still haven't heard anything about it. Okay, so we're gonna put that down. All right. So we got our base face done. We used both of these. We used this one, and then we used these two. So we used 5 brushes for our face. 6 if you want to count concealer. What did we use for? Oh, we used one of these for foundation. I was going to say we used a foundation. So even if you find yourself with one brush, if the density is good, you can use it for your whole face, including for foundation. This one, I don't think you could use for foundation unless it's a powder foundation, because it's not going to, I don't think it would apply well, but it might. So I'm like, should I try that? We didn't do our finishing powder. The only thing with this brush is it's challenging to get it like under my eye, but we're gonna do it just to see. Skinny queen is funny. She like pray for Tanya. I don't want to be annoying, but there's a point where it's like, seriously, what are y'all talking about? Or do I not want to know? Still a bit worried. What happened? Oh, you emailed me. Oh, okay, because they didn't get back to you yet. So what I was saying, if you have a blush compact, but I don't think I would use this for blush because it's so big that if you put it somewhere you want it, where are you going to blend it out? Because this sucker's huge. But if you're using setting powder, this is good for loose setting powder, pressed setting powder, and also finishing powders. Look at this, and y'all know this compact is big. This fits right in here. But the thing is, for me, I love this brush. It's getting it under my eye, so I kind of have to be gentle because I don't want the bristles to hit my eye. So y'all see how? So it can be done though, but it's a little more challenging. But it is under my eye. You can see this powder under my eye. But this right here, and I do put the brush in and just kind of smush it, and then I just go all around my face. Y'all, this brush feels so nice. And because it's so big, and because it was so much product on the brush, because I put it in and kind of just did one of these, I don't have to go back into it. Oh, this feels so good. Oh my gosh. This is nice. Yeah, so you can get under your eye though. You just can't go straight. You gotta just turn it. But for the rest of your face, you can just put it and just, and it's so quick because it's so big. I love this brush. But again, loose setting powders, pressed setting powders, because this is a pressed powder, this is a finishing powder. Yeah. So those are those brushes. So we're going to put these there. Where are the other ones to clean? I think they're still in front of me because I have two of these. We got 2 of these. 2 of these, and we have 1 more of these left to use. So we're going to do our eye primer. We're going to end up with blush all over the face with that. But yeah, don't use this for blush. Any targeted application, blush, your contour. So just setting powder and finishing powder. Any powder you want all over your face. Setting powder, finishing powder, bronzing powder. because it's going to go everywhere. Because even like right here, like this sucker takes up like, and even if I press it, this takes up like half of my forehead. Look at this. This brush is, excuse me, huge, but it's nice though. And you can do it really quick because it is so big. I love this brush. That's why I have 3. I can't believe I'm giving one away. Y'all, that brush is, y'all. Y'all know, if y'all been here, y'all know I give good stuff. So we're going to do our eye primer. What brush are we going to use to blend out the eye primer? I don't know. I'm going to try it with this one. I've never done this before for eye primer. Or for the paint pot. We're going to try it and just see. We're experimenting here. Let me, I'm going to say paint my face. Spray my face. Wait for the fan to oscillate the other way. Woo! Yeah, baby. Alright. I didn't do my brows, and so it's going to be weird me appreciating my eyeshadow look with my brows not done. Half the forehead and then whole nose, right? That brush. I remember when I first got it, Tanya was like, I love that big brush. She's like, I love that brush. Yeah, she kept commenting how much she liked that brush. Yeah, if you got a big face like mine, yeah, you will love that brush. And that's for anybody with a big face like mine. Or even if a small face, because it'll just, you know, get it all over, as you saw, very quickly. And it dispenses the powder evenly. Like, it's not like it's not like concentrated here. Like y'all see, it's really just everywhere. Everywhere. So for the first time, we're going to try this and see if it works. Oh, it is working. Oh shit. I found something new. That's why I tell y'all, try new things. Might be surprised, because I'm surprised. This actually works for putting primer on my eye. And I think most of you probably just use your fingers. But for those who don't want to use your fingers, this brush will work for that. So if you're in a pinch or you forget whatever brush you used, if you forgot to bring it with you and you have this one, let's see if it'll work with the paint pot though. Experimenting. And like, you know, I be sweating sitting here. I haven't worn this in like a year. So the backstory to this is because there was a time when I experimented more with makeup than I do now. And somebody was like, you should get a lab coat because you're like a scientist over there trying stuff. So I went on Amazon and ordered a lab coat. And so when I would experiment, I would put it on. And so they would come on and be like, oh, you got your lab coat on today. What you doing? So that's the backstory to this lab coat. But I feel like I experiment so much now. It's like I would always be wearing it. But yeah, but this is definitely lab coat worthy because I didn't even know if this was going to work. And I'm curious if it'll work with the paint pot. You're starting to not like your phone because for some reason I be passing the space button instead of the end sometimes. Oh, sweating, how would they know? Dr. Dion, yes ma'am, Miss Janessa. So we're going to see if this will work with the paint pot. Keep in mind, this is an eyeshadow, but oh, it picked it up nice. Oh, okay. I see you, Scott. Y'all want to hear something that I thought was really, I want to say dumb, but I don't. I'm going to say silly. In the picture of the whole set of brushes, they had it in a stand. And so, like in Sephora, you see all the brushes lined up, and it was on a slant. And it was like 10 brushes. They all had their slot. And it said in small print under it, stand is not included. And in the description, it numbered all the brushes and said, stand is not included. So there it is 2 times. People were leaving comments. Oh, the stand didn't come with my brushes. I knocked off 1 star because the stand wasn't with the brushes. It say that 2 times. Not like the brand that I'm not going to mention that didn't say it was pressed pigments, but then when you get it, it say pressed pigments. It said the stand is not included. The information was right there. All you had to do was read. And he said he was a professional makeup artist. So I'm just like, really? And you don't read? And somebody else complained. They said because the bristles are dark. And I kind of like it because then, like, when you do get shadow stuff on it, you know, it still looks the same. He said his clients was asking him, was his brushes dirty? I'm like, what kind of clients you got? I was tempted to ask him where was he in the world, because I'm like, he was commenting stuff. I was like, where you at? Where are you from? So that means this will work with cream eyeshadow too. Because the paint pots are pretty dense. They're pretty dense. Y'all, this has a serious dip in it. And if it works with this, it will work with cream eyeliners too. That worked really well. I am shocked. Learn something new. See, try something new. Learn something new. Try something new. Learn something new. Ew. Science experiments disappointed that there's only one makeup related emoji. I don't know anybody who knows how to make those, and so I just did the best I could. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. People want free. They just had to read. But I'm like, you really comments and the stand didn't come with it? It tells you that. 2 times. It tells you that. I didn't pull out a palette. Ooh, no. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I was looking at Angela's palette, but I think Thursday we're using her palette. I did schedule for the 19th friend mail try on the stuff that Grace gave me, but I'm not going to use Metropolis in that video because we're going to do a swatch party. Even though it's no longer around, I want y'all to really see the colors. And so if y'all see the colors and like it, you know, you're going to have to dupe it unless somebody like Grace just finds one somewhere. Because I was just like, no fucking way. Like, no way. No way. No way. This palette is really in my hand. So we're going to show how we can use this for lid shade. We're going to do something super simple. We're going to take this shade right here. And that shade is, not that it matters. Yo, I do recommend these 12 pans from MAC. But now, you know, Morphe kind of trying to steal it. But, because when I first saw the new Morphe ones, the first thing I thought about was the color, the connecting color. So we're going to put this on the lid. And the only thing with this one, as I said, is because of how it's shaped, how that black piece comes up right here, that can interfere with getting shadow close to your lid, unless you really, like I'm doing, making sure I'm getting it close to my lid. Why am I doing like the whole lid? Don't I usually do like 4 shades on my lid, and then I'm bringing it up into the crease? But then I'm going to show you how it works as a crease brush, which is what they say it is. But you see, this is a pretty shade. I haven't used this in a while. I took this with me Saturday to use, but I ended up not doing my makeup. Y'all, I was in so much pain. But, you know, when I told y'all I was medicating regularly, according to the instructions, of course. Like, I wasn't missing no doses. And I did get up around 9:30 Sunday night. And why at like 3 a.m. I was sleepy again. And I got right back in the bed and went right back to sleep. This is pretty. But this is basic. So this is using this crease brush as a flat shader brush. That's nice. And this could be it because of how groundwork adds a little bit of color up here. Wow. I'm doing the damn thing, y'all. Yeah. So what are we going to do now? I found the Lancer polish on Ipsy again. This is Janet. It's like art. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, it's like art related. Excuse me. Such a great gift. What's a gift? Who got a gift? What? People want free. Yeah, they do. I'm like, it say it on there in 2 different places. On the same friggin' page. Did you read? And that was the review. I'm like, dude, your review is trash because it tells you it don't come with that. We're going to use the same brush. And we're going to take this shade. This is what we have on now. Now we're going to come right next to it. Because I'm going to show you how it's used as a crease brush. We're talking about how there's only one makeup related emoji. Oh. Well, if y'all are creative in that sense, feel free to make one and email it to me. Because even on my picture, I thought my picture was gonna be too big to even go in there because y'all see how tiny it is. And so I was just like, But one says thank you. One is an army thing because y'all know I'm a disabled veteran. One is a troll, which I took from somewhere. So I'm like, is that copyright issue? Like, so we're gonna walk it like you talk it. And look at it. Look at that. So we're going to pretend I really do put crease shades in my crease. And so it's right in my crease. And just go side to side in the crease. And because it's fluffy without being like super fluffy, it's blended. So this is without it, and this is with it. I probably should have used a darker color. I'll be looking at my nose. So we're going to put it in the crease and just go side to side. So if you actually put a crease shade in your crease, this will work really well for you. I can honestly say that those of you who are here who do videos, I don't really see you put crease shades in the crease. It's like we have our own way here in the Troll Nation. And I really dig it. Because there's not much color differentiation, and because when I go like this, the crease gets hidden. So that's why I don't put crease shades in the crease. Y'all don't put all the y'all don't put all the emojis. So thank you, the military one, a blue troll, a red troll, a clear troll, and I think one of them in the head where the hat says troll and the other side says nation, and then a picture of me because I'm just so adorable. YouTube said, do you want to send a gift? Like, I mean, yeah, but I'm broke right now. I hear you. We're going to go darker. We're going to take this shade. That ain't the darkest one. We're going to take this shade because I want y'all to see the color, but because my crease, you can't see it. But I just wanted y'all to see like how it could be used. So we're just going to walk it like we talk it. We're going to tap it off, put it in the crease, and just go side to side. But if you have an eye shape like Grace or, oh my gosh, I always get sad when I think of her, Mel Thompson, this would be perfect for you if you have that type of eye shape. If you have deep set eyes, I should say, or if you just don't have all this puffiness. So you might be able to see it better now. Look at my nose. So that's how that looks. And you don't have to walk it, but I walk it. You can just, however you want to get the shadow onto your brush. But it does put it in the crease, and it blends like just above and just below. So this is actually a crease brush, but y'all saw we use it as a shader brush, a flat shader brush for a lid shade. Y'all, my skin is just moving all over the place, but that's what this brush is for. Well, alrighty, I'm gonna put that brush away. I don't do a crease shade in the crease because you're painting halfway up my forehead. Yeah, and I take my lid shades all the way up to here, so yeah, I hear you say a lot. Your anatomy is just a suggestion. It's an exfoliant, and it makes my skin smooth as glass from Dr. Lancer. Y'all talking about some type of serum? And Janet doesn't. Yeah, I was just saying, I don't think any of us really do our makeup like the official, well, not the official, but the YouTubers way. Do your crease. Well, first is do your transition, then do the crease, then do your lid shade. No, let me get it right. Do your transition, do your crease, do your outer corner, put some additional adhesive or primer, and then put your lid shade on. That's the way it seems YouTubers do it, but we different here, and it's a good different. And I do think we have more fun because we're different, because we're just doing what we want to do. You know what I mean? When you're trying to live up to somebody else's expectations all the time, that's confining. Candace comes on and says, don't be telling Tanya about no new products. You don't have any makeup emojis either. Yeah, I don't know how to create emojis. So we're going to take this brush. I'm going to take this shade because this brush is a big brush, but we're going to pretend we have regular eye space, and we're just going to press it in, and we're going to put that up here. And this is perfect for that because it does this whole friggin' area. And this is what this brush is for, or you can use it for anything. You know what I'm going to do? And I don't have no eyeliner under here. So you can use it for underneath your lower lash line too. We're gonna go with this one. So we're going back to that one because that tan one. Okay, this one shows up a little bit. The thing too with this brush, because it is so fluffy, like if you tap it like this and then try to put it straight on, that's not where the shadow is at. So you got to kind of pay attention to where's the shadow on the brush. And so I tend to just go straight in so I know it's on the tip of the brush. And so you can use this under here too. Whoever wins these, y'all want to have fun playing with these brushes. Okay. I'm not used to not having a pencil liner underneath of that. But I mean, it showed up, so you know. The thing with this though too is it will blend out at the same time. Like when I use a brush like this one, it's very concentrated where the color goes. Where this one, it does place and blend. And it's not too harsh on my wrinkles. Like, because when I do lower lash line work, I might go like this and then this, because if I don't, it'll just move. But because this brush is so soft and because it's longer and it's fluffier than like that Fenty brush, it's not moving my skin, which means it's not disturbing my wrinkles. And that's kind of cool. I like that. Leave my wrinkles alone. It feels like it could have, but I have no redness after. Okay, y'all talking about. I don't remember if I used K Somerville. I used to be so annoyed when I was getting BoxyCharm before it was Ipsy, and also Ipsy when it was Ipsy, because when all the skincare, I'm like, I don't want that. All right, so we did our transition area, and you can do this for outer corner too. And we also use it for lower lash line. This is a 62 brush. Yeah, the 62 brush. I'm thinking if we're going to also use the outer corner. We're going to go into here, this darker shade. And we did just tap straight in. And what are we going to do? We're going to fluff it inward. Ooh, that was dark. Oh, I like it. So we just... Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that one, yeah. I see you. Okay. Alrighty. That's a nice one. This, I love this palette because you can go as light as you want, light and ethereal, or depending on your complexion, you know, this shade, and this will give you a little something. But easy to work with too, because you can't, for me, I'll speak for myself, I cannot mess up with this palette because everything just flows so well with everything else in here. And it's not a monochromatic palette. It's just lighter shades, and that makes it harder to mess up. So if you're in a pinch or if you're in a rush, just pick this up and just put stuff on. And I still got the same shape. Ain't that something? The same shapes I usually get when I use the other brushes. That is so funny to me. All right, so now what we're going to do, this brush, this is the number 63. The other one we use for eye primer. So we're going to take this shade, and we're going to walk it because of the shape of it. And this we're going to put under our brow. So you can use this for this, but no, you're not going to get a thin line because it's not a super thin brush. But I do like how that looks though. That's nice. So depending on how much space you have between your transition shade and your brow shade, or how wide you want your brow highlight to be, I like how that looks. I don't think I've used this for that. Like, I'm just learning new things here today. But I can't believe I had, how many of these did I have? One of them I had 8. Oh, it was this one. Y'all know I love that brush if I had 8 of them. That's ridiculous. What the hell? We're also going to use this one for, we're going to take Hi-Fi because we're going to go into carbon. It's a matte black. So we're going to walk it. Because we're going to so we're going to put a line right here, and then we're going to put this on the line and turn the brush. Y'all see that? It does the work for you. And then just keep doing it, or just do this to blend it out. And you can even bring it this way, whatever's left in the brush, out this way, or just keep doing it this way. So you put it on the line and just turn the brush. Easy, y'all. Oh my gosh. We're going to walk it one time. And this is a matte black. This shade ain't no joke. So we're putting the pointed side where our outer corner is. So we got the line. Then we're going to put it on the line again and just curve the brush. Look at that. Damn, that's nice. And this is what I loved this brush for. Because for my eye shape and because of the space, and then just turn it. I didn't even bring it out. I just place it and then just turn it. Look at that. And then whatever's in the brush, blend it further, or turn it where the angled side is in and bring it this way, whatever's in the brush. Put the angled side back down. So then just, that's nice. That's kind of graphic. I like that. Oh, I was going to tap back in, but I'm not because I'm getting happy here. But that's how, I like that shape. That's nice. But that's how easy it is. Just place it and just, So what we're going to do, we got, we're not going to use this one. I'm going to wash it anyway. So I'm putting, this is my to be washed container that I always keep over there. And then I take it into the kitchen and then wash my brushes. One of our lives next, no, I think this Thursday, we're doing Janessa's requested look. So when is Friend Mail? Friend Mail is the 19th. Do we have a live tomorrow too? I feel like I'm doing a lot of them. So we have this brush left. So, oh gosh. And I don't use these brushes for eyeliner, but we're going to use it for eyeliner. We're going to actually use, excuse me, Max. Do I want to do a gray? We're going to use Max Fluid Line in Midnight Snack. Your mom looked at your screen and said she likes you. Oh, thank you, Mom. Like I feel it could have, but no redness after using it. Okay. Tell her I said thank you. And I'm just in here making up stuff. So this is Midnight Snack. So we're tapping it in. I got an itch right there. So we're just tapping it in. And I seldom would use this one for eyeliner, but it is an eyeliner and a lip liner brush. And I'm turning it the other way. I feel like I'm like far away from my lashes. Am I? Or does it just look like that? So we're using this for what it's for. No excitement there. Keep it moving, folks. Nothing to see here. So that's what that does. So I'm just tapping it in here. This side. I like that the handle's long because some brushes are so short that looking here, like I can't even see my eye. But this allows me to be back here where I can see my eye and my upper lash line. So I do like longer handle brushes. And you see I'm holding it way, a little past halfway. This is a long ass brush. I'm looking at this thing like, and then I'm turning it around to get down here in this corner. And so that's it. I just messed up this line in here trying to get closer to the corner. That's it. So that one's going to be put away. So this is the last one to use. We could have also used this for our brow arch highlight. Let me see. Let me take Unfiltered Nudes again. I do recommend these. I really do. So there's this one you saw. You saw Hi-Fi, which is the one we took the black out of. And their other one is Future Flames. This one I did a look very similar to one of the motherships. Sunlit Seduction, I think. If you want a reddish tone palette, this is it. Because there's a lot of variety in here. Because you have these orangey type tones. You got a gold. You have a bone. You have... This is not quite a white. It's like an off-white. Then you have this one. And this is like a peachy something. Y'all know I'm not good at describing colors. But this is a wonderful color story. So maybe we'll pull something out of here. So we're going to... Oh, let me close up this fluid line. So what are y'all thinking about these brushes, though? Are y'all like, damn, she is really giving those away. Those brushes is nice. We're going to take this shade down here. And we're just tapping in, and we're just going to do a thinner line under our brow, just because, even though I didn't do tails on my brows. Ooh, you see that line? Oh my word. Damn. Holy Toledo, Batman. That's this, y'all. Damn. That showed up like, hey. I haven't used this in a while, so it's probably just happy that I took it out to use it. We're going to wipe this off, and of course I don't have nothing to wipe it off with. Okay. Because we're going to line our lips, which is what it's for. I should have tried contouring my nose, which I know I don't do. Because any of these brushes, well, not any of them, but this one you can use for that. This one you can use for your nose. This one you can use for your nose. So it's like whatever. So whoever wins these, just experiment. And then figure out what you like it most for. I like this most for that thin little line right there. But we're going to line our lips, y'all. And I'm not even freaking line my lips. Like, what the hell? Ooh, we're going to... Did we used these before? And we did an ombre lip with those. The only one I have not used yet, y'all, was Rune. We're going to use that. Lip liner. What do people line their lips with when they use a lip pencil? Like, seriously, that's a for real question. Because they usually come in, like, pencils, right? What types of lip liners are people using that they use a lip brush for? Do y'all know? Because like, I'm really curious. Like, I'm not being funny, even though it might be funny. Because I'm just like, what? Like, what? So what we're going to do then, we're going to... we're going to... And this is actually a one that you have to sharpen. So does anybody know what types of lip liners that they're using, that they do to line their lips with? Okay. Because I'm really wondering now. Or are they using like a potted lip liner? Are there potted lip liners? You know what? I didn't take any of that lip oil off. So that is affecting how this is going on. I'm gonna have to sharpen this. So we're just lining our lips, which I seldom do. That looks nice though. Excuse me for smacking. Have water over here and tea over here. That looks nice. I do stuff and be like, wow, that is nice. And then I still won't do it on a regular basis though. So nobody knows. Let me check comments because maybe I'm missing them. I was missing some. Dang. Brushes are pretty and multifunction. Yeah, you want that fluffy? I know you do, Tanya. Did Alicia just come in? Hey, Alicia. Your mom is 97? Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Wow. Wow. She's in a special club. Because a lot of people don't make it. That means you're going to be with us for a long time, Skinny Queen. Wow, that's amazing. That looks nice. Excuse me for smacking. I'm dehydrated, I think. Yeah, she do, right? I think about that too. Because my great-grandmother, I think she was like 88, I think. My dad's parents, they were like in their mid-90s. And so when I would have a doctor say something about, oh, da, 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 and I said, well, people in my family, you know, we might have a stroke like around 85 and then we might die when we're almost 90. I said, I'm not concerned. And when people say, like if you pass away before your time, how do you know when our time is? You know what I'm saying? Even though there is like a average expectation of, you know, lifespan, but I'm like, I said, I ain't worried about that. And my grandfather had a bad heart. And he lived to his mid-80s. And I'm not saying I have a bad heart. I'm just saying, you know, doctors will say stuff. I'm like, you don't know my family. So Tanya doesn't know Does anybody else know, like, what lip liners do people use that they actually need a lip brush? Hey, Joe, how are you? Quick recap, Joe. I did this look using Scott Barnes brushes because those are the brushes that I'm going to be giving away. This is not the giveaway video, but it's to show how those brushes can be used because most of them are multifunctional. And a couple of them, I didn't know how to use them. I had to go back on the website and look. And when I do announce the video, the giveaway, I'm going to refer back to this video so they can see how the brushes will be used. And also I'll put the giveaway instructions under here in this description box. So it'll probably just be a short, like, hey, this is a brush giveaway, you know, check out such and such video, and just leave it at that. So that's what we're doing. But Joe, do you know, because I use this to line my lips with by putting it on here like this and putting it on, but what lip liners do people use that they need a lip brush? And that's what I'm wondering, because when I see people use lip liners, they just, you know what I mean? So what is it like? Are there like gel lip liners, or I don't know. But that is that. So now we're going to put this on. Ooh, I can finally say I use it. I can put it in my regular rotation. Usually use lip brushes for lipsticks, not lip liners. You know what, Lot? Duh, me, right? Yeah. Pro MUA here, and I'm like, what is that for? And I use them on clients. That's the thing. But I'm sitting here like, I am so goofy. Oh my gosh. And actually, either I'll use a lip brush or I'll use a lipstick applicator. I am straight tripping. That's why nobody knew the answer, because it's not a real question. It's not a legitimate question. Oh my gosh. You know what? If I didn't know I was Goof Troop, I would be embarrassed. But I'm not even embarrassed because y'all. Because y'all know me. You don't use lip liner brushes, you meant. Oh, I didn't even read what you had said, y'all. Okay, we'll hang with you to go get gas. Oh, you said you never used it. Okay, I think. Okay, wait. I haven't even had it. Like, if I had it, I'd be worse than I am right now. My husband's dad is 95. He had open heart surgery and he was in his 50s. Doctor told him he had maybe 6 months. See? 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 They be like, oh, I'm so concerned. I'm like, okay, you be that. All right, so this is a liquid lipstick. This is Rune Super Opaque Rich Black. What I thought was kind of strange is they have another black lipstick, and I'm like, but they have this one. The other one says matte black lipstick or something. This one says Super Opaque Rich Black. I'm like, but they're still both black. Like, why do y'all have two black lipsticks? So what we're gonna do is, y'all see I'm nervous. I'm just like, I don't want to touch it. Okay. Oh, this smells so good. This smells good. I don't know. I don't be using brushes for my lips anyway. This smells so good. Ah! I should have left that there. Be like, I got a missing lip. Why is that up there? But you know why? Because look. Because it's under there. The hell? I'm like, where is it getting on my tooth from? Because that was a weird place for it to be on my tooth. Especially because I'm working down here. So I'm like, how are you? And I know I've talked about my lip shape before. It just is, yeah, different. Yeah, so this is a lip brush. And because it is pointy, if you wanted to, like, accentuate your peak, you can do that. This is looking really crazy. So this is just for demonstration purposes. For purposes. So we're gonna go like this. Oh man. I came down too far. I went up too far. I am too happy. And y'all, when these dry, I'm gonna have to do a clown lip, because that ain't gonna come off. Now, unless I get some of my solar water or something, or makeup remover wipe. These do not move once they dry. It smells really good. You can pretend that's a mole. Y'all, this is looking crazy. I can't even play this one off. Can't even play it off. There's a net over there. So what we're going to do. Oh, this one had cream on it too. You know what? I'm going to use one of the ones I'm keeping. All right, so both of these I used. I'm going to take one that I'm keeping. And see if this is completely dry. Nope. Well, mostly it is. This is the primer foundation. So it's like just enough moisture to scoop it up. Ooh. I think for real, y'all, this is only maybe my second time ever, maybe third time ever cleaning up my lip line. It's looking gray right here. It's a net flying around. All right, so I'm trying to get some of the lipstick off the brush. And then even when I'm swiping in the foundation and primer, it's turning it black. Boy, I thought MD kept you straight. Notoriously morbid? They do, but if you make a wrong move, because y'all don't never see me do this, and y'all know I don't be editing a lot out of my videos. It smells nice. But this was good though, because you get to see how to fix your lip line with the lip, if you have one, a liquid lipstick that is not going to come off. Some people would use concealer, and I thought about that, and then I saw this. The only thing about this is I would have to go put powder on top of it, because my lip line is not that light, and that's what it's looking like. So y'all are seeing me do something for like the third time ever. This is time consuming. Y'all, these lipsticks ain't no joke. Okay. But this is looking kind of, oh. This is not, okay, that's a little bit more even. This is time consuming. I think that's as good as we're going to get. So what I'm going to do now is, there's a little bit of powder on the top of here. We are going to take this flat brush. And this is our setting powder. because this is looking too bright. I don't think this is going to do it. This ain't working. Ah! The hell? Ah! Yo, I'm gonna just have a white lip line. This no. I'm desperate. We're gonna take our bronzer. Y'all, look, what we say, we don't scrap looks over here. So this is the bronzer, which is too dark for my lip area, but I'm desperate. This is red. Who's laughing at me or with me? Say so in the chat. So you see the light line and then you see the red line. Girl. I think I'm missing comments because I know y'all saying something. Because this is just looking crazy. Yeah, y'all was saying something. Okay. That's gonna. I know. I was just kind of like, am I seeing things? Your lipstick, it don't move. It don't. This don't move. How many miles to ease? Your car is literally what? Oh no, you riding on fumes? Don't get caught nowhere. Don't get stuck out nowhere. Yeah, I love a black. Y'all know black is my favorite lip color. And I have been waiting to use that one. That's the last new one that I need to use until like 6 months of my next order get here. Good tip. I don't know. Only laughing with me. Y'all can laugh at me. Foundation powder. I don't have a foundation powder. The first powder I put on was the setting powder. My foundation is a liquid. At least you tried. You wouldn't give up. I don't. We don't scrap looks in these here parts. So what I'm gonna take is medium level 7. I'm gonna wipe this brush off. And we're gonna see. And really I could have just took concealer. But you know what, for real though? Because I do, on my bottom lip, I do usually line just inside my line. So it does kind of look like this. So this right here is my lip line. Right here. That concealer, that foundation mix, that was looking too light. We're going to leave it like this because at least I think it looks consistent. Like the line isn't looking jagged. And this is kind of how my lip line looks. But because we know that it's not my lip line, it's looking funky. But for people who don't know me, I don't think they would know the difference. Yeah, so we're gonna leave that like that because actually that does look like my lip line. Alright. So we did a lot just for that little piece of space. So these are the brushes. Thank you, Alicia, because it does look how my regular lip line look when I don't overline it at the bottom. And that's why I told y'all, like, don't scrap a look, because you're going to learn something. You're going to learn something. Just think of, like, what can I do to try to fix it and work on that. So all of these is the ones we're giving them, however many that's in the kitchen. And so we're going to do... Part of me wants to wait till after we do the 2K. Oh, thank you, Joe. Part of me wants to still wait till after we do the 2K, but I don't know when we're going to get there. Because it's like I'll be stagnant for a while, and then all of a sudden, like, it'll drop, and then it'll shoot up past where it was. And so it's just like that's kind of been the pattern for my channel. Yeah, it'll drop a little bit, and then jump up past where it was, before it dropped, and I'll have a few more. Because I kind of do want to give these away. So I don't know, but whenever it is, I'm going to do a short and just be like, brush giveaway is on and popping right now. Check out this video, which will be this video, and the rules will be in the description box of this video. I'm saying video because it automatically converts to a video after the live is over. But this was exciting for me because I have never used this one for foundation. And using, you know, this brush for concealer. So that's just to show you, whatever you use your brush for, you know, try it for other things. And so I know, like for me, I like to have all the brushes for everything. We don't really need all the brushes for everything. And that's why I had like 8 of these, but 6 of these. Damn it, I told you I was a brush hoe, okay? I'm looking at my lip line. But this is our face, and we use the other one of this for our contour and for our blush. We use the highlight blush for the highlight, but we could use this one for highlight too. Like how we have the blush right here. We could have used that for highlight too. This one only for powders you want over your whole entire face, because this is going to take up your whole entire face. But this is exciting, y'all. Like, I'm excited for whoever gets these, and it was fun using these because I haven't used his brushes except for this one and this one. All the rest of them I haven't used in a long time. So it was fun for me to go back to these brushes because they are really good brushes. They're inexpensive, but these are Dr. Dion in the house. Look at how, thank you. I know I got hot for real. Like I had to take off my lab coat. So it was exciting for me to use these again, and it reminded me of how good they are. And I'm not going to change my mind. I am still going to give these away because I still have some. So what am I left with? I'm left with 2 of these, 4? 4? I think I'm left with 4 of these. Yeah, I'm left with 4 of these. I'm left with 2 of these and 2 of these. This is my only one, and this one is my only one. But yeah, but this was fun. And I love these, but I have not used them in forever. But only one of these are being given away, though. I just used the other one for foundation just to show you it can be used for foundation. But, and this brush. But it will take at least a good 24, 36 hours to dry. But, so that is it, y'all. Thank y'all for being here with me because this was fun. I thought it was going to be kind of boring. But, I really did want y'all to see how these brushes can be used, because this one is just a weird ass shaped brush. I didn't even know what it was for, but this one, you saw how easy this was. Pointy side outer corner, that is it. Love it. All right, y'all, we want to get out of here, so we might do this before the 2K because that seems like it's going to be a long ways off, and I don't want to wait that long because I like stuff to be used and have a home. And yeah, so I think that's what's going to happen. So just keep your eye out on my shorts. It will be giveaway in the title, and y'all will already know to come back to here. So yeah, so, and I do like this look, and I do recommend those MAC palettes, the connecting color, and it's only three of the 12 pens, and those are the 3 you saw me hold up tonight. So you can get those at MAC. You can get them at Ulta when they have coupons for Prestige, and save you some money that way. And of course, I have links down below. But anyway, so we're gonna go. Thank you so much. Oh, and we learned that we can use this for cream shadow and primer and paint pots. Still, we're gonna go, y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you being here. I hope all of you are as excited as I am to give these away. That sounds weird, me being excited to give away brushes in our brush show. But yeah, so we're going to go. Excuse me. Replay crew, y'all rock. I appreciate each and every one of you as well. And you all will see me, I don't know when, because we got a lot of lives this month. But everybody have a good night. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon. Bye. Everybody have a good night, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. You're welcome. Bye.